It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. It's Shawn Showtime Porter, weighed in at 147 pounds even. That's the welterweight maximum. He's got a reach of about 70 inches, and that's pretty good for someone who only stands 5'6" tall. And they'll be facing off against Egidijus Kavaliauskas. He's 175 centimeters tall with a reach of 180 centimeters.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Shawn Showtime Porter fighting out of the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, USA. This welterweight world champion looks to get back on top. Egidijus Kavaliauskas, born in Lithuania, but currently residing in Moore Park, California.
This is going to be an intense standoff before the fight starts.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Northeast Ohio, here is a welterweight champion of the world, Showtime, Shawn Porter. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Kaunas, Lithuania, introducing the Mean Machine, Egidijus Kavaliauskas.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go.
Close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice exchange here from both men. A perfect counter lands. Can't land the jab there. He blocks the hook. Perfect counter shot. Good counter punch. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Nice counter. That hook won't score. Didn't land that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
I'm happy. Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breaths. Beautiful. That's it. Now just stick a few body shots in there.
And there's the bell for round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Nice counter shot. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Beautiful counter shot. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That counter shot lands. They exchange punches. He misses with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Kavaliauskas is rocked. Talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
What are you doing? You've switched up completely. You've completely... Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Just stay back.
And there's the bell for round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're gonna punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
And he wasn't ready for that counter-punch. Has to be careful for that receipt, it's always coming. A lot of effort being exerted here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They both want a highlight reel knockout. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it.
And there's the bell for round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. Misses with the jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He just misses with that jab. Shawn Porter just got rocked. He somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. He misses with that jab. Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a fight.
Back into the fray here in round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
There's a counter shot. How about that time counter shot? This is a high-octane battle. Blocks that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That counter punch caught him clean. Catch and shoot. That uppercut just missed. Good counter punching. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Well, there was on to the 6th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Missing with the hook. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Nice counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. That uppercut doesn't get through. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? The straight right just misses. And Porter goes down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Down goes Kavaliauskas. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
I've got to see that again.
Men knocked down in that round. Incredible stuff.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Ah, now you're switching on. You need to go back out there and you will win this round. Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is slick. Listen, be smart. Get your shots on. Don't give him anything. Go back out. Great round. Great round.
Round 7. Here we go. Let's see how these two fighters respond after both got knocked down in the previous round.
That is showing the fitness, that is showing the stamina, that is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
How about that time counter shot? Well, with welterweight, hold it right there. Kavaliauskas is hurt. A much better game plan here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? Listen to me. Are you okay? You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.